absolutely smoking Toledos. After a refreshing dive in the snow, I'm awake and ready to go. With everything packed, it's time to hit the road again. Today's plan is to head towards Narvik and explore the Lofoten Islands. With all this snow, we probably won't make it all the way there, but we'll find a cozy spot to stop for the night somewhere along the way. So, let's get moving. It looks like the snowplows haven't yet cleared the roads we're driving on today, so we're moving at a snail's pace. Sometimes it feels like the car is floating on the snow, changing direction randomly when we hit big snow heaps. The traction control light keeps blinking as the front wheels struggle with all the snow. Sometimes I play the hero, sometimes the fool, but right now I'm a character in a fairy tale. It's completely silent with only the gentle whisper of snow settling on the ground. Until now, the day had gone smoothly, but things were about to take a turn. Later today, the car's brakes would fail, adding a new challenge to our journey. And as you can see, the car is shaking as a look. Thanks to a great comment on my last video, I learned that people here wax the inside of their wheel rims to prevent snow from sticking. Furthermore, using steel rims with hubcaps would help as well. So far, this trip has been super educational. After we've cleared the wheel rims, it was time to continue in the direction of Narvik, where things would get interesting. I am getting such positive vibes driving towards the light after all this darkness, and it makes me understand why people here might get depressed during the long winters. But while I was enjoying the view, I felt something strange. What happens when I press the brake? With so little traffic and slow pace, I rarely use the brakes. But when I finally do, something feels off. What is going on? We are going to check now. We're going to have a look at the brakes. We can see something. These ones are hot and look not too bad. And have a look at this side. This one doesn't look that good because this one looks like a mirror. And it's stone cold. It's cold and the brake disc looks like a mirror. Something is amiss. Alright, so we actually have a problem with our brakes. Yeah, we have to be a little bit careful now because only one side is working. I'm not really sure about the cause of it, but maybe it will go away when the roads get better. I don't know. For now, on this road where we currently are, there's nothing we can do. So we have to continue and just be a little bit more careful. It is what it is. We cannot change it there, so... The brake problems we had earlier today have now subsided and the car is braking better. However, Brake problems will continue to cause trouble for the rest of the trip. I decided to slowly drive past the red light, as it had been red long before I approached the border. I think I just took the wrong side of the bollard. No one came after me, so let's assume it was all fine. So we have entered Finland again, and right at the border we were welcomed with this. And also it's a really strange sighting that it's snowing, it's getting dark, and there's also a sunset from a sun that we haven't seen all day. It's like, feels like surrealistic. It's hard to explain how this feels. Next, it was time to find a place to sleep, and here is how it went. Yes, but I don't see anything like a road or something. There's nothing here. It should be here on the right. To show you, somewhere on the right here. Okay, this is the path. You see? This is on the right. There is the path, but that's impossible for us. This one's interesting. It says we are almost there, like a few hundred meters. Alright, it should be somewhere around here. I think I do see something on the right here. Yeah, clearly there's nothing we can go into. Okay, well, we tried to find something nice, and unfortunately we need a 4x4 for each of those. Oh, that seems accessible. Yeah, that seems like something we can go into. Yeah, look at that. This is nice. Oh, holy smoking Toledos. It's interesting. We need to put the car in such a way that we can have something to eat, that we can cook. And the campfire will be difficult, it's just too windy. It's way too windy here. This is my spacious van, my Volkswagen Up spacious van. It's not too bad for a single person. It's just my bed stuff here. It's actually a 2-person bed sheet, so it's way too big for in this car, but I'm sure I won't get cold that way. Tomorrow we'll be having a fresh new day and we will be heading to Narvik and we will reach it by the end of the day. And the day after that we have Lofoten Islands, and I'm not sure about how long we are going to stay there, but we'll see how things go. So that was it for today. After a good night of sleep and again no northern lights, it was time to continue our journey towards Narvik. As you can see, the fuel tank is on a quarter and it was at half full when we arrived here yesterday. So a good night of sleep will take us about a quarter of a fuel tank. It says 8 o'clock in the morning, and then it says it's a 5-hour drive, but it says we'll arrive at 12 o'clock. How on earth is that even possible? Turns out there's a 1-hour time difference in this little corner of Finland where we currently are. The temperature meter stays the same overnight, showing -7, but as soon as we start driving, it drops to almost -20. But now the fuel consumption is way higher than I expected. We have a little bit of a problem. The fuel tank was at a quarter when we left the parking place, and we have so far driven 11 kilometers, and the fuel consumption is a lot higher than I expected. 20 liters in 100 kilometers. And the next fuel station is 45 kilometers. I don't think we are going to make it. Okay. Important lesson here is that you have to fuel up the car before you go to sleep. And with the current fuel consumption, we are not going to make the other one, which is in front of us, which is 44, and behind us is 18. I'm so incredibly stupid. Okay. I'm going to accept it and I'm going to drive back. Okay, we're going to turn. Yes. I know. What is going on? Is it the handbrake? Yes, it's the handbrake. Right. Okay, so far for a good start then for today. I think we have made the other one, which was in front of us. I think we would have made it because it still says it is 70 kilometers remaining. And as you can see, the fuel level hasn't changed much since we turned around. And there we are crossing the border with Sweden again. I've just bought some groceries and came out of the store and saw this guy. Look at that. New gas gun, fresh bread, although not really fresh. Next we need to refill the jerrycan again with fresh water. In the winter most outdoor taps are off, so it's a bit tricky finding one that works. This time I found a government funded station which should have the highest chance of being open. Well, let's see if this works. Fingers crossed. Okay. Wow, look at that.
That is amazing.
Yes. You see that? I consider this a sunrise. Amazing. It's the first sunrise again. Yeah. I've never been so happy with a simple sunrise like this. But just as we're enjoying this beautiful weather, it's about to take a turn for the worse. But first, I saw something interesting, which is a badhuis. Badet. They will be open at 4 o'clock. So we are going to find ourselves a kind of similar thing, a badhuis, in the direction of Narvik. It's we will be there at, I hope you can see it. Yes, you can see it. Ice, like only ice. These are some of the worst roads that we've had so far. So we're going to stop here. We're gonna slide. We're gonna slide into the parking place. I will show you the roads. That's proper ice. So now you know that we are driving on ice with our winter tires. We're doing about 70, which is more than enough for me, to be honest. We are currently in the mountains. I have no idea what they're called, but I think the weather conditions will improve when we pass through them. Gaat het niet halen. There is a truck coming. ended up in a snowstorm yet again. Never a dull moment with Soup on the move. Let's go again. Yeah, never a dull moment with Soup on the move. Alright, let's go. The car is really struggling through all the snow, but we're pushing on. We are nearing the border with Norway again, and this time there's no customs control inside. So it is another 40 minutes until we arrive at Narvik, where we will try to find a place to sleep. A little bit curious about the weather conditions, if it's going to improve or if it will be like this. Because if it stays like this, there will again be no campfire today. And I really miss something like an awning, a roof, or a tent. Let's first try to get into Narvik. Every now and then, a passing truck sends up a flurry of snow, leaving you momentarily disoriented. We've come to a stop because trucks on the other side are struggling to climb the hill and are blocking our lane. Luckily, we can maneuver around them and even spot one truck driver putting on snow chains. Considering the circumstances, that's definitely a good idea. We're close to our resting spot for the night in Narvik, but this will be another story worth telling. It seems like every day brings its own drama or unexpected twists, and today was no different. Have the snow chains on. I think that we are going to be extremely lucky if we get up here. Okay, so we have arrived at the parking place where there is a fence, and let's try if we can get it open. Oh, something has fallen off my bumper. Alright, something has fallen, or is broken. It's kind of broken. Alright. Yeah, this is something that we need to fix. But let's first try to open the gate. Can we get it open? Yeah, so there is a bolt here. So I think it's a good idea that we are going to look for some people that live here, so that they can open the door, the gates for us. There was a comment saying that we can ask local residents to open the gate. So I think it's better to ask the residents instead of opening the gates ourselves. I see some lights over there. Can you see it too? In the distance. There they are. Look. There's a house. I can try to explain. I don't really like this. can try. Oh, if they see us on camera, I think they'll be scared to see a person with a camera in his hand in front of the door, walking past the gate that is actually closed. I don't know what to do. There's lights but no people, currently. Alright, then maybe we can go again. They're not going to let us in, I think. Or we might look for more houses. Maybe we can find more houses over here. Maybe that way. There's a house. Or maybe it's only one house here, with some small garden houses near it, but yeah. Alright, so I think this is it. It's quite a disappointment. That means that we are not going to sleep here after all this we have been through. Okay, I feel a little bit sad now because it's a nice place, you see, and we have overcome so much to come here, and then in the final stages there's light but people will not open the door. Yeah, I think that's it now. We have to look for something else. Going back to the car then. We can open the gates ourselves, but I think it's not polite to open someone else's gate. So yeah, back to the car, looking for another place to sleep. Alright. Finally. I spotted another potential place to sleep just on the other side of the bridge. I'm not sure if we can access it, but it's worth a try. Whoa, did you hear that?
Fuck. The window just cracked.
The front bumper piece is already gone, so we'll just leave it as is. And our new parking space, which is on the other side of the bridge. And it's a, what should we call it? Look, it's just an empty parking place. So that was it for today.